What's going on, guys? Mike here with some Dota 2. Currently casting the joinDOTA League Season 3. Right here what we have is Game 2 of RTK Gaming versus NLBA, also known as Next Level Badasses. And join the game a little bit about halfway into the draft here, so we'll just continue with it. Give my opinion. So the bans so far for RTK Gaming, we have Lycan, pretty standard, Brew, Pugna, and Storm. Fairly standard bans here. And for NLBA, we do have Void, very standard, Razor, Shadow, Shaman, and Tinker. Tinker was played quite a bit in NLBA's Game 1, where they actually ended up losing to RTK's Gaming. But that's not too bad. So we're up to Game 2. Hopefully NLBA can bring the series to a 1-1. I believe these are just playing 2 games, so it's either you go 1-1 or you win both games. It's all for points, as there are many games to be played for Season 3. You get your points, and you move up and down the ladders, respectively. So far for RTK Gaming, we do have Skywrath, Doom, and Sand King. And for NLBA, we do have Tidehunter, AA, Shadow Demon, and Naga. Shadow Demon, a hero not picked very recently, I would say, as support-wise. Most likely because there are better choices in support based on the current metagame of the style. I mean, Shadow Demon back then used to be an amazing support, and he still is. He's good for both initiating team fights as well as counter-initiating team fights and saving your carries for when they do get jumped on. Tidehunter, pretty standard, usually played in the hard lane solo, or I have seen him played in the carry lane just to get a quick level 6 with Arcane Boots or possible Rush Blink Dagger. AA, another very popular pick, mostly because of Ice Blast. Ice Blast with an Aghanim Scepter with the 17-second freeze is absolutely ridiculous, and you don't even need to be alive as AA, because all you need to cast is your Chilling Touch. Not Chilling Touch. Is it Chilling Touch? Yeah, Chilling Touch with your ulti, and then you're pretty much just run around with like the chicken with its head cut off. For the fourth pickup, though, for RTK, we do have the Death Prophet. Death Prophet, really strong, mainly because her ult is stupid powerful. Because it's physical damage, BKB does nothing against it. Pair that with her Death Swarm, with her crazy nuking potential, and her silence. And quite an odd pickup here. We do have a stealth assassin coming up, Ricky here, as we will know him in Dota 2, or as he's branded in Dota 2. I still like the stealth assassin, but we will call him Ricky because why not? Actually, a really good pickup because RTK really has no way of detecting Ricky unless they devote possibly a bounty hunter to it. There are no bounty hunter bans. There was a TA and a Viper ban for last bans for either team. Fairly standard with both of these bans. Viper is very powerful, especially in the mid lane because you get up quick. And it looks like it's going to be an Ember Spirit. So going to be some interesting lanes here. I expect Ember Spirit to take the safe lane. Most likely have Doom in the jungle with DP going mid and Skywrath, Sand King. Maybe Skywrath's going to go in the long lane, and Sand King will help support top lane. For NLBA, Ricky is most likely going to go in the safe lane farm. Tidehunter may go middle, or we'll have Naga go middle. Usually Naga is the way to go. Let's actually pull this up to free camera. Thank you very much. So that's what it looks like for our lanes right now. Or at least what I'm going to guess is going to be our lanes. Give me 1 second, guys. I just need to change one thing on my little XSplit caster. Perfect. And everything should be good. The volume might be a little loud, so actually let's just go ahead and reduce the volume a little bit. I guess we'll see how that pans out. So at the start here, it looks like NLBA, I'm just going to call him NLB because three-letter acronyms is the way to go. NLB here is going top lane. They are roaming as 5. Did they pick up the smoke? No, it looks like they are going to go for the warding, most likely to block the camp here, as well as block a possible Alpha Wolf camp up here in order to deny the Doom of that Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf is the best creep for Doom by far. Early game, though, you could either go for the Centaur or even the Ursa, Shockwave and Thunderclap, 2 really good abilities, especially early. The extra damage they add is pretty nuts. It looks like there was nothing found up here for an LBA. Did they drop any of their wards? It does not look like it. As for RTK, it looks like they're just going to move to their respective lanes. We do have the Boots. Sand King is going middle. Interesting choice here. Boots and a ward pickup. It looks like Sand King might just be going mid to get a potential gank going on. It looks like the DP is going to go mid as he is sporting the dual Iron Branches with the 2 shared Tangos. So with Sand King picking up early Boots along with having one of the wards, it does look like he is going to go for an early gank here on the Naga Siren. So it is going to be the Naga Siren mid lane, which is actually pretty standard. However, Sand King looks like he did get spotted. It was a much better block here by the Death Prophet, and the Death Prophet is going to start with the nukes. If we look at the bot lane, we do have the Doom going hard lane solo against a free farming Tidehunter. Interesting choice here. We do have some Ostrian coming up here top lane, but nothing that's going to do any serious damage. Looks like we're going to have a Skywrath trying to protect the Ember Spirit, along with going up against the tri-lane here. So this is going to be a aggressive tri-lane, as Shadow Demon and A are going to try to create some space for Ricky to get some free farm top lane by pushing out Ember and AA. However, it does look like Sand King is going to rotate top here in order to try to counter this. How well it's going to go, I guess we will find out as time goes on. Item pickups here, we do have Boots with Tango and a Clarity on the Tide. Boots, Tango, Clarity on the Doom as well. Very popular to go early Boots, especially in the safe lane. And for Tidehunter, since he's most likely going to be maxing Anchor Smash, it'll give him that extra movement speed in order for him to get in range in order to deal that damage. Because if he lands an Anchor Smash, that is a crazy amount of damage that is going to be reduced by Doom. I mean, what's the reduction percentage-wise? 60% damage reduction, so Doom's damage is going to go pretty much to nothing. And it is like he is going for that Anchor Smash max. Skywrath here is just going to babysit Ember in lane, or at least try to do the best he can to grab some EXP. Pulling does not seem like a very good idea, especially when you are going up against the aggressive tri-lane, because as soon as you pull, it just spawns for all types of, EXP steals and potential ganks that'll probably happen to this Skywrath. Skywrath is going to put a little bit of damage here, but it's going to be nothing too big since it is only level 1. Looks like Shadow Demon did pick up the Illusion Rune top, spotted here perfectly by their little ward that they have. And again, a ward here by RTK. Again, if most of you know me, this is not my favorite ward spot. I would always position here or here in better. But it serves the same purpose, especially early game, mostly just to catch the rotation coming middle. Not much action going on here. It does look like this has turned into a try versus try. Which one will do better? It's hard to say. Oh, we have a disruption here on the Ember, but along with the silence, but I don't see much coming out from this. Oh! Sand King got very close. That Chilling Touch does some serious damage, and Sand King's going to try to come back in. I don't know if this is smart. We do have the Ember Spirit going down. He got a little too close, and Soul Catcher just absolutely did some damage. And, what's his name? AA actually did end up going down. It looks like he got hit by the last auto attack of a Skywrath. We do have a TP coming back in from Ember. He's going to try to turn the tides here, possibly get a reinitiation on the Shadow Demon in order to kill him. But Shadow Demon does have another disruption, so I don't know if a kill is going to come out. Any initiate that Sand King throws on is really going to be nullified. Quick disruption, and that's pretty much that. We should probably open up the game stats here. We'll go to last hits. Death Prophet is topping the last hit charts. Nothing too shocking, especially once you get your bottle. You can just spam Death Swarm all day as much as you want. And her Death Swarm does some crazy damage to these illusions. Look at that, one little cast and that's over. Shadow Demon did end up getting another kill on the Ember. It looks like, yep, Disruption as well as Soul Catcher was used. So that's the power of Shadow Demon. The big problem here is there's really no way, especially in the early game, for an Ember Spirit or pretty much anyone who gets caught by Disruption to get out of it. They are going to get taken out, and it looks like we do have a two-man smoke here. We do have the A and Shadow Demon rotating mid. They're going to try to relieve some pressure off of this Naga. That'll get a little bit more farm, because all she's sporting right now is the Culling Blade. What is on the courier for her? Looks like she is getting her bottle back, and this should actually work here. Doom does pick up a kill on the Tidehunter. Looks like he just man-moded him down and went with the Scorched Earth as well as some auto attack. So here we go. We do have the Soul Catcher plus the Disruption. This looks like a dead Death Prophet. Boom, there's the last hit by the Shadow Demon. Dead Death Prophet. So that was beautiful smoke. Turned out to be successful. Well played. Chilling Touches does some crazy damage for those auto attacks. And with Doom killing off the Tidehunter, this is going to give him a really big advantage. You know, Doom now does have that Orb of Venom as well as Gloves of Haze. And he does pick up the Phase Boot, so his base damage is pretty ridiculously high, plus 24, so he's hitting for 100 damage at level 1, as well as having the Shockwave, which is a bonus 125 just from eating that Satyr. Let's rotate back top, see what we got going on here. Ricky's level 4 right now, not really sporting anything except the Stout Shield, Sobi Mask. And he did pick up the early Wand, I guess going up against what he thought was going to be crazy. We do have a Disruption here coming in on the Skywrath, but there's going to be nothing. It's probably just to relieve a little bit of pressure and potential gank that was coming top. DP is level 6 now, so there is the threat of her Exorcism coming out. And to be honest, once her Exorcism is out, what the other team is going to do in order to stop that is really beyond me. They don't really have much to defend against it. It's just going to be free reign until very late game. Looks like Stealth Assassin is getting taken out right now. It does look like he did get disrupted in order to relieve a little bit of pressure, but he's down to 20 health. Oh, there just wasn't one more last auto attack from that Skywrath. So Ricky is going to have to go back to base in order to heal. Overall, I would say pretty successful for the top lane. They are letting Ember get a little bit extra EXP over the Ricky, especially now with him going back to lane. Ember should be able to hit level 5 pending Skywrath does leave the lane. It does look like Skywrath is going to go for a pull. Nope, no pull on him. Now would have been actually a really good time to go for the pull. They would have been able to regain creep equilibrium and pull the wave back. If we look back at our bot lane, we do have Doom still farming it up. Looks like Doom is going to go the Midas route. He does pick up the Gloves of Haze, so he's about 600 gold shy from the Midas. It looks like Doom is going to go for the kill here. He doesn't have enough mana to cast anything, but he should be able to kill him. Do we have no TCP supports coming in, so that's going to be a dead Tidehunter. Goodbye, Tide. And it looks like Ancient App does pick up a kill here on the Ember Spirit. No ult, just Chilling Touch. Looks like Ember Spirit was just a little too far out, and he got hit with the Disruption and tried to run away, and no bueno. There is the DP ult. It looks like mid lane, they are going to fort this. They really have no choice. If they don't fort, this tower is going down. Fantasy points, buyback, gold per minute, net worth. So if we do look at the net worth chart, we do have Doom sitting on the top. No shocker here. When you have Devour, which he is maxing, you pretty much should sit on the top. And then if you pair Devour with his incoming Midas that is being flown out on this lovely little Pudge Courier, he's going to start taking off. Give it about 10 minutes and you're going to see him most likely going to go Shadow Blade next. And then after that, he's just going to start steamrolling out of control, probably BKB after the Shadow Blade. Ember Spirit's not doing too bad. He is going for a Bracer into Drums. It's kind of all he can do right now. He's getting crapped on quite a bit in lane, so he needs some early to mid-game item, or at least a low-end Bracer here to give him that extra survivability. He does have his ult now, so he should be able to escape after Disruption, unless he gets silenced, which will most likely come out from the Ricky smoke screen. We do look like we have a gank coming here. All they have is, we do have a Sentry Ward here from the Dire, so this should be able to block anything. But now it looks like we have a rotation coming middle. It looks like they may go for this mid tower. Dire Ward being placed here. Watch out for any TPs. 30 seconds, and then this tower will go down since Fort is gone. We do have the Arcane Boots picked up on the Tidehunter, along with the Cloak. It looks like he's just getting pressured way too hard, and he might actually go for an early Pipe. It'll definitely do good against the Arc, the Skywrath Mage alongside the Sand King. But I'm not sure if going for an early Pipe will actually be that beneficial, since most of the damage coming out will be physical. We do have Sand King nuking down this wave. We're going to have DP bottle up here and then drop her ult, and that's going to be a gone tier 1 tower. There's really nothing that can be done. Looks like Doom did go hardball into the bot lane with some Skywrath over. That was a beautiful TP there by a beautiful TP by the Shadow Demon in order to help Tide out. And it looks like that was a 2-for-0 exchange. And killing the Tide is big, especially, looks like he is going to lose some Midas time off of that, and his Devour is off cooldown. So here's some farm that is going to be dropped a little bit. Death Prophet as well just picked up another kill. It looks like she went for the chase on Shadow Demon, and I mean, there's really not much Shadow Demon can do in order to live against the DP. I mean, he does have the Disruption on her, and that can be used in order to at least keep her souls at bay once they hit. But other than that, it's kind of an expected death, especially with Shadow Demon being at little health as he was. We do have the Battle Burn. It looks like Naga Siren is going to be going the Radiance route here with 2.3k gold coming up. Skywrath running around. Some typical stuff here. We do have Ricky finally level 6, so now he'll be able to do some serious harass. He's going to probably drop... Oh, there's the... Yep, there we go. I couldn't even speak about what abilities are being casted, and that's a kill on the Sand King for the Ricky. That's definitely a nice swing in their favor. Doom here still with the Shockwave ability. Surprised he hasn't gone for something a little bit more potent, especially in the jungle. Possibly even the Chain Lightning. You know, it's better damage, and for the range, it might even be worth him picking it up. Purge, oh, there's an ability you don't see much. Purge, my favorite caster. Hi, Purge. What am I looking for? Oh, those are suggested items, not what I'm looking for. Last hits denies. Here we go. Naga Siren leading. Leading, not leading. My graphs are all off. DP leading. That sounds about right. We do have a tower going down. Looks like DP's ult was used again in order to pick off the bot. And they're going to do some pushing while this is up. They have about another 5 seconds left on it. So they should be able to clear another wave. That'll be down. It looks like we do have some action top lane. Ember Spirit getting jumped on yet again and killed with the disruption along with the demonic purge going. Silence is going off on the Tidehunter, not letting him cast. The Ricky is going down, fighting under the vision of a tower. Not the best idea for a Ricky, especially when Silence is all you banked on. We do have the TP here from the DP coming in. She is throwing her swarm. That's going to be a dead. Oh, he turns around with the Ravage. Does he have the Anchor Smash? He does. That is a beautiful turnaround. It looks like Sand King is going to come back, but they should be able to finish this up with the Chilling Touch and a 2-for-3 exchange going in favor of the Radiant, and he's going to pick up the Searing Change. Oh, Searing Change just half a second too late. That would have been a dead hero. You are one lucky Shadow Demon there, buddy. Whew. So quite the action going on in this game thus far. Why can't I open my graphs? I know there's a way to open the graphs, and my graphs just won't open. And I'm a little upset about that, but what are you going to do?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Net worth. So we do have Doom and DP leading the top. Like I said, not a shocker for Doom, especially with his Midas Devour. He hasn't devoured a creep in a while. He's actually going to opt not to pick up the stun. He should at least pop his Devour on something. There is no Alpha Wolf out on the map at the moment, so it looks like he's not going to go that. DP here does pick up her use. Look at that move speed, 443. When she pops the phase boots, I believe she's going to be in like 490, I want to say. 16% burst, it's going to be about 40 extra, just about 490 move speed. She's going to be moving like a race car, typical race car build. Going from this, she might pick up a Bloodstone or she might go right into Shiva's. Not really 100% sure. Actually, she just popped her phase boots, 503. Oh boy, she is running. Standard items here on the Shadow Demon, just buying wards, and a wand is really all he needs. Anything past the wand, not really needed in the Shadow Demon arsenal. Looks like they are going to go top lane. DP does have her ult. It is still level 1, but they should be able to bring down tier 1 without a problem. We do have the ult coming here. Oh, and that was a big hit on the DP. Sadly, Ricky's not going to be able to follow this up. Skywrath does have a sentry ward, so when they go to push, he'll most likely place it. There it is. And he will be able to pick off the Ricky, or at least see what is happening with him. Drums picked up on the Doom. And Midas, he has just used. It's still 6 seconds cooldown. Bot lane has been very submissive when it comes to pushing. Naga here has picked up her relic, so about another 1,000 left to Radiance. Once she picks up that, she's going to be very potent in team fights, just allowing her burn damage from all her illusions to do everything. We do have Ricky going hardball on this. He better watch out. And in comes the Tidehunter with the big Ravage. The Ravage actually stops tanking the ult completely, and Shadow Demon does end up picking up the Ember Spirit. This Ember Spirit is being chewed alive this game. We do have a DD rune on the DP, and her ultimate is just doing some serious damage. Shadow Demon looks like he will end up going down. We do have an urn popped on the DP, and ooh, nice try, Shadow Demon. He tried to deny himself to the neutral, but that is not going to happen. So that looked like, what was that, a 4-for-1
Tower is
exchange.
under attack.
Ouch, and that was with a missed epicenter due to the Ravage. Doom here is now defending the bot lane. It does look like Naga was countering it with her illusions. I have yet to see a Naga song, but yet she has 2 levels in it. Interesting. We do have a haste rune top lane, and not much going from that point. And Monkey Boy has joined us in chat. Hello, Monkey Boy. How are you doing? So as for wards, we do have Dire having the top lane warded, mid lane warded, and that looks to be it. Radiant, on the other hand, just has the bot to mid area warded up, and it looks like AA has picked up a kill on the Death Prophet with a chilling touch. Where did you die, DP? Oh, he sniped. Beautiful snipe with the ultimate. It's always nice seeing an AA snipe, and it sucks that I miss it because I'm terrible with my awareness as a caster. Ta-da! We do have the Blink Dagger picked up on Sanking, so that's going to help him with those initiations, along with his Epicenter. Shadow Demon eventually did pick up the haste, and there's the big ticket item picked up by the Naga. The Radiance has finally been picked up. Beautiful. Looks like Shockwave, or War Stomp, excuse me. Stun finally picked up by Doom. I guess he opted it would be best route. Looks like he might go for Shiva's Guard next. He has had a plate mail picked up, rocking 13 armor against this. I mean, Ricky's going to be doing his pure damage with his backstab anyway. I think it's pure. No, it's physical damage. So backstab damage can actually be reduced by armor. I didn't know that. It does look like AA is going to prep the Chilling Touch on Ricky, and Ricky's going to go for the jump in on this. He's got to be scared, Doom, because he should be able to just run away. He does get the War Stomp, which lands the stun on him, and it looks like he's just going to run away. They wasted Chilling Touch. Well, I guess I shouldn't say wasted. An Ice Blast on it, and there was no pickup off of that. It looks like not having that Mac Blink Strike for that bonus damage is just not going to be enough to pick up this Doom. Especially if Doom gets Scorched Earth on, his regen is going to be insane. I think his regen goes up to, yeah, 30 plus. So he'll be at 33 regen when he pops that. Nuts. We do have the mech picked up here on the Tidehunter. This is going to be big for their team fights. That last fight that happened top lane, if they would have had the mech, they would have been able to turn around and kill the DP, because DP lives with like no health, and if DP dies early in the game, there goes that ultimate, and you'll be able to just destroy from that point on. Skywrath here just rocking his arcane boots along with some wards. Again, there's not really much Skywrath can do in terms of farm, because he does have his Ember just getting romped. I mean, Ember's 0-5 right now, and there's nothing he can do about it. He can just sit here and just let the damage commence. Looks like we are going to go see some damage here on the Shadow Demon, but oh, DP, you put yourself in a horrible spot, and the Radiant should be able to turn and fight this. With DP dead, this looks like a possible tier 2 dead on the top lane, but Ricky is going to get dusted. However, too low cooldown on the Blink Strike. He's not going to be able to do anything for it. Looks like we are going to get a charge epi, but the song comes out. Oh, beautiful deny here by the Naga. And that's going to be the Ravage, and that's going to be the 3-for-0 exchange, 4-for-0 exchange, and it looks like Sand King TP'd away. So this is going to be a tier 2 tower top for the Radiant. That was a beautiful fight. Song finally being used, and it was used at the perfect time, because if that epicenter went off, it would have been just goodbye, sirs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So with this time, we can take a look at Radiant items. Ricky here has his Yasha picked up, most likely going for Defusal, or he might even go right into Manta, possibly? It depends. Ricky, very interesting item choices throughout the game. We do have wards here. Miss stun on the Sand King, and he's going to try the little sandstorm trick to get out of there. Ember Spirit did TP back in, but Ember, unfortunately, your damage is just lacking. No Sleight of Fist levels. I don't know if I like this. Oh, big Ice Blast there. I actually thought Sand King was going to avoid that, but apparently he went for the shorter. We do have a silence here on the Shadow Demon. I think Shadow Demon should be able to live this. Yeah, there's the ulti. There's the Swarm, but gets wand charged away. There's the Disruption. He's going to allow his team to get in position here. Ricky should be able to cast a smoke screen, but it looks like against this fight, ooh. We have the Doom here on the Tidehunter. Ricky looks like he's just going to run away. It doesn't seem like it's worth for him to come in. Skywrath drops his ult, and Tidehunter just melts through that damage. So actually kind of a big pickup there for the Dire team. They should be able to just rotate top and pull top lane since we have DP's ultimate going off. There is no backdoor protection on this since creeps Why is there no backdoor protection on this? I am a little confused here. Oh, no, Ricky's just sitting here. Ricky might actually be able to pick this up. Oh, he went for the blink and DP ran into it. Uh-oh. This is going to be an instant. Nope, looks like she healed herself back up. She used just in time for her spirits to come back to her and grab the heal. And it looks like now Ricky might be a little screwed. We do have DP TPing away in the trees. Not enough damage from AA. If AA had his Yules, which might be standard, might not be standard. Who knows? So Ember Spirit finally picking up a level of Sleight of Fist. I feel like you needed a level of this much earlier there, buddy. I mean, you could have phased out of a lot of damage. That's what... I don't know if everyone realizes it. I mean, they should. But since Sleight of Fist marks your targets and then you start TPing to them, you can start dodging attacks and whatnot. You know, silences and a whole slew of abilities if you just time it right. But it kind of makes sense since he was getting nuked down to max the Flame Guard. But the problem with maxing Flame Guard is your damage is not there if it just gets broken. So if you go against a lot of spellcasters, maxing Flame Guard is good for the magic absorb. But the damage it deals once the absorb is, I mean, 500 damage by the time everyone has level 4 nukes is pretty much 2 nukes and it's over. We do have an Ice Blast coming mid, hitting 2, and Ember right there. So good show that he was able to block pretty much all the burst damage of it. But he still goes under the effect. We do have a duty here on Ricky. Ricky looks like he may be going into his BKB or might be going SNY. Popular choice SNY, mostly because getting the Sange and Yasha will then allow you to dissemble it at a later date and pull the Yasha into a Manta and the Sange into, let's say, a Heaven's Halberd in this case, which would actually do fairly good against Doom. Looks like Doom has fallen from the net worth. Now that Naga finally picked up her Radiance, she can just split and allow her illusions to do some serious jungle farming. Ricky here picking up the Orb of Venom. Or has he had that? I'm pretty sure he just picked up that Orb of Venom. He is going to spot Doom here in the jungle, but there's not much that he can really do. I mean, just look at this Radiance burn damage along with... I don't even remember the name of the ability. Riptide, there it is. And look at that burn damage. Dude, Doom is just getting ticked down, and they might actually go for this. He does spot out that it's an illusion, and Ricky is just going to run around, possibly wait for some backup. Mid lane is getting pushed here, but Death Prophet picking up her BKB, and she's going to be fairly untouchable in these team fights. There's going to be no way to control her down minus the Demonic Purge, but wasting your Demonic Purge on a DP is not worth it when you need to use it on the Doom. Because if the Doom's not hitting, then the Doom is doing nothing. Granted, his Doom will go off, but... you know, you get doomed, and we do have a smoke coming up. 3-man smoke here, Death Prophet, Skywrath Mage, and the Sand King. Looks like they are going to possibly either rotating bottom or rotating mid. It looks like they are going to rotate bottom. Oh, and it looks like they showed themselves. Actually, the smoke is still on. Due to illusions do not break smokes, so, you know, I'm not really sure why they tried to jump on that. If they saw their smoke wasn't broken, why even engage that? But look at this Radiance burn. He's down to half health, Doom, and Doom hasn't done anything. Like, he didn't even take a single attack. That was just pure Radiance burn damage. Granted, he'll be able to heal that up with a quick level 4 Scorched Earth, but Jesus, so much damage. And Naga is just going on the farm. She has picked up her BOTs along with the Radiance Yasha. She will most likely go Manta next, and then it's going to be really hard for Dire to do anything. They're going to need to catch this Naga pre-Manta, and they have to remember, Song is a huge disengage ability. Shadow Demon has picked up his Force Staff, which is going to allow them to both initiate even further as well as counter-initiate with the Purge into the Force Staff push. It looks like Ancient App has picked up an Urn, and it looks like he will be working towards his Aghanims. Very good item to pick up that, as I said before, it gives his ultimate 17-second duration, and you know, you land your ultimate on the Doom, that Scorched Earth is doing nothing except move speed. Doom has picked up the Shiva's Guard, so he's at 20 armor right now, and he's hitting like a truck. He has picked up the Alpha Wolf Aura, so now he does have the 200% critical as well as the 30% bonus damage, or for the rest of his team. That is for the rest of his team, correct? Within 900 radius, yeah. So he's hitting 176 damage per swing, minus 200% crit. So, you know, he crits, he's going to take... I mean, Ancient App, that's a third of your life. Shadow Demon, you're getting hit for pretty much a third of your life if you get crit. So we do have some big damage coming out here from the Dire team. Granted, they are 5 kills behind, and for some reason, I can't pull up my graphs. My graphs just aren't working. I don't know why. Why aren't you working, graphs? That's not it. Shared unit control, combat lock, shared content. I'm not sure why they're not working. I'm actually a little upset at why they're not working. Gold per minute. We can look at the gold per minute. She's at 515 right now, topping out both Devour and MDiggss. And it looks like he is not using his MDiggss. You need to use your MDiggss there, Doom. Right now it's been off cooldown for about 6 seconds. It looks like we are going to have an engage here. We do see the fight coming. There's a Doom on the Naga, just what they need. And it looks like Naga might actually go down here. That was a big counter initiate there by the Blink Ravage. And oh my god, Sand King and Doom just melted. And Naga should be able to live this. Yep, 200 HP and she will bottle back up. And she will use her split and just go send those to go finish farming for her while she goes and heals. 2-on-4 fight. Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2-on-4 fight. It's hard to say if they were out of position. They did need a big kill on the Naga in order to counter her, but oh man, this DP is going to get chomped. Oh, beautiful Yules there. That's the one thing about Smoke Cloud that not many people realize. You can use items through Smoke Cloud. So picking up a Yules is a big counter to Ricky from that. You know, you see him jump on him. Rather than trying to run away, you just Yules and then peace. Because everyone knows trying to run away from Ricky is just death. 100% death. We do have the Sand King coming bot lane here. He does have his blink, so these are just illusions, but watch this burn damage. I wouldn't be surprised if Sand King goes down to about half health. And looks like he ran the other one away. That would have been about half health if the other one stayed. I mean, the burn damage is just absolutely ridiculous. What is it? It's 50 burn damage per second. Oh man, Battle Fury finally picked up on the Ember Spirit 27 minutes into the game and he grabs his Battle Fury. Now he just needs to pick up a crit. He picks up a crit, you know, one team fight where he can get lucky. I mean, that's pretty much what you're hoping for when you pick up Crystallis anyway. You know, you get that lucky crit in a bunch team fight. That Battle Fury is doing some serious damage. But they also have to be careful not to group because Ravage has been doing some serious damage this game. 27-minute gem here, or possibly earlier, picked up by... Actually, what if this was actually picked up by Sand King? Looks like Sand King had a gem for the Ricky, but actually lost it. I wish I knew what time they picked it up. It looks like we do have TP support coming top lane in order to save the Ricky. Beautiful disruption. Oh, they might actually go for the counter on this. Is he going to live? They do mech him up. Ricky is going to live. Level death. Looks like he was going to chase for the level death, but Doom, you are going down, buddy. That was a beautiful TP support in there. That's what I'm saying. Shadow Demon is just such a good hero when put up against the Doom because you can just disrupt, and then that's what, 3 seconds? 2.5 seconds of time that's not going on for Doom. And Doom, now where it lasts 15, that's a huge chunk of damage to be nullified. Plus meching up after that, beautiful. DP running around again with just her Yule's BKB. It looks like she's not really sure what she's going to be picking up. She does have 2k gold in the bank. Net worth. I do like the net worth. Net worth is my favorite chart. It just seems that is the graph to always pull up at every time. It looks like she is going to go for a kill here on the Naga, but oh, Sand King, you cannot be missing those stuns. That's a big stun. It looks like Ember is going to go in there. You got to remember she does have the song for the deny. Do we have TP support coming in? No TP support coming, so she's just going to song and run away. Ember trying to show up to the fight. If Sand King didn't miss that stun, that could have gone very differently. Especially if possible DP blowing a BKB charge just to pick off the Naga. I mean, Naga's running at 16,500 net worth. She does have her Manta, 3k gold in the bank. She's most likely going to go for the heart next item, and once she gets the heart, she's going to be very, very difficult in order to kill. We do have Ricky and Shadow Demon here coming for the middle tower. They should be able to bring that down, but we do have Doom and Skywrath coming in for Ember and Sand King coming in order to defend. So mid tower, you will live to see another day. Are they going to chase this? They are not. We've gone over items. We do have a smoke here on the Shadow Demon, so potential smoke coming up. You know, if they get a smoke kill, that's going to be mid lane gone. So it does look like NLBA is bringing back game 2 here, which is definitely what we like to see. You know, I'm not a big fan of teams losing 2-0 or teams losing in like a 20-minute game. You know, I like games that go long where, you know, people start to top end their items and it comes more on individual and team play rather than just, you know, hero potency based on items and levels. You know, once everyone starts to sit around the same level and everyone becomes 6-slotted and team fights become where all the action is, those are the type of games I love to watch. Doom picking up his Blink Dagger 30 minutes in. Picking up the Blink Dagger is going to be very nice. It'll allow him to stay at a safe distance in order to jump in and get a possible Doom on either the Tide or the Naga, because those are most likely going to be his Doom targets. We do have a Haste Rune here sitting top. Curious to see who picks that up. Doom, does he have a TP? Doom does have a TP, so he might TP mid-tower in order to help defend this. The Smoke Cloud is down. The Chilling Touch is going to be back up, but it looks like Riki is going to come back top. And Doom might actually blink in with the... There it is. Doom blinks in, and that's going to be a dead Riki. So that's what I'm saying with the Blink Dagger, you know. He pulled himself back far enough where he was in the fog where Riki didn't know he was there, and he went to go defend top lane, and that was just a blink, Doom, level death, dead. So, shows the power of Blink. So 4,900 gold here on the Naga. Looks like she is going to go pick up her boom bada boom Reaver, there it is. So Heart is going to be next choice. We do have Roche going on here. DP Soul, since they do physical, they just melt Roche apart, and they possibly might give it to the Ember. They do give it to the Ember. Actually, I'm gonna say that's a good choice. Putting it on a hero who's a little bit far behind, or I mean 0-6, you're far behind, buddy. I'm sorry. All your deaths pretty much equal this game back to being even. But giving him the Aegis will allow him to do his damage, and if he gets focused and dies early, he'll be able to come back and finish cleanup. And an Ember who can finish cleanup, that'll give him his crit, or that'll give him a second battle fury. Like, that's huge. However, on the counter of that, Naga has picked up her Heart, so she has now become retardedly hard to kill. 2,600 HP. With a Manta, she's most likely going to go Butterfly next item, because once she goes Butterfly, Ember, Doom aren't going to be able to do crap to her. Or she might even go... I'm not sure. Possibly MKB. You know, you go MKB, that's more damage. Or she might go Scotty. She goes Scotty to buff up those illusions. Craziness. It looks like DP is going for a Heart as well. She does have the Reaver, so she's not too far off. Get a little bit more farm. Haste Rune is still sitting top lane. We do have... I'm going to call them Roche wards, but they're bot rune wards here for the Dire. Radiant looks like they just have the Dire jungle warded. So this game has pretty much turned into now a farm fest. They're going to allow Naga to just keep beefing up, and I think that Dire cannot let this happen. Because actually, if Naga might even pick up... Oh boy. Oh boy, there goes the Doom. Is he going to cast Doom? He is not. Doom is just going to get melted away. I mean, 4-on-1... Doom, you cannot be that far out, buddy. You cannot be that far out. Skywrath here did pick up his Bite Booster, so it looks like he is going to go for an Atos. I mean, 33 minutes in, I'm not sure if an Atos is really going to do much for your team there. BKB finally picked up on Riki, so he'll be able to live some team fights. Or at least be able to pressure the DP without Yules being such a big problem. So it looks like Ember is going to be going for his second Battle Fury. He picked up a Perseverance as the next item. I don't really like this choice at all. You know, it gives him the bonus health and mana regen, but that's about it. He gets 10 bonus damage on top of that, but to be honest, you might have gone... If you were just doing this for the 10 bonus damage, go Phase Boots. I mean, for the 900 gold it costs over the, like, what is that, 1,700 or whatever the hell Perseverance costs? 1,750? Just go Phase Boots. You'll get more damage out of it. And more utility because you'll be able to increase your move speed. But, oh well. I tried. Sadly, I cannot succeed. We do have double damage rune on bot lane. If if Naga picks this up, it's going to be an end game. Like, that's going to be it. So 3 minutes left on Aegis. they need to use it, and that is exactly what they are going to do. They realize they don't have much time left. Naga's getting out of hand. Let's get a 4-man smoke going. They are going to go bot lane. However, they do see the DD picked up. They know it was by the Riki because the person was invis. They have detection. They have 1 sentry and dust. Other than that, no detection. And it looks like they go for it. Riki getting picked off big. So from here, what they're going to need to do is they have to TP back top. Naga is just going to chop this tower apart. I mean, look at those illusions. These illusions, just goodbye tower. We do have a pipe picked up as well. Doom cast it on the Tidehunter, and you know they have to go for the chase on this. And it looks like the counter initiate song come out, and unfortunately this might be the GG here. TP here on Naga. Did Naga just TP home? Did they seriously not take that fight? I feel like if the Radiant should have taken that fight, that would have been a clear one. They had a Ravage up. And Doom was down. Questionable decisions, but that's the Radiant playing safe. You know, they know there's no reason to take a gamble on that type of team fight when they have a Naga who's just going to go back to farming. And from here, pick up... I don't know. I was saying possibly even Mjolnir would do good. Oof. Possible Mjolnir. Heart finally picked up on the DP. There we go. 2.5k HP up against 2.7, just about 2.8k. So we'll see. We'll see. Sand King going for his little sandstorm creep clear. Doesn't work as good as it used to. Back then you used to be able to sandstorm without the creeps moving. It was the same with being able to use a smoke on Dark Seer and just ion shelling yourself and running into the creep camp, but sadly stuff like that doesn't work anymore. Any new items picked up? Mystic Staff picked up on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's probably going for his sheep. Damn, under 1k HP and he's going for the sheep. Man after my own heart. Tidehunter has picked up the pipe and the mech, so he is just a walking aura now. Beautiful. Ember Spirit, still building towards that second Battle Fury, or possible Lincolns? Dare I say going for the Lincolns? Atos pickup here on the Skywrath. Does he have his second one purchased? No, not yet. So, about 850 gold off of Lincolns. DP we've already seen. Naga, oh boy. Naga might go BKB, to be honest. She goes BKB, that'll relieve. I mean, there's no pressure that'll relieve. Diffusal. Why is Diffusal outright? Okay. So it is going to be a Diffusal. Beautiful. Vlad's as well on the Riki, so that just gives this Naga even more survivability and potency. Aghanims has been picked up on the AA, so I feel like this might be final team fight. Buyback, anyone? No. So, final team fight. Sadly, look at this, 23.4k net worth going up against a Midas Devour Doom. And I've just seen Devour. It's not being used to his full potential. He needs to just be devouring creeps. There's no reason not to. You get the bonus gold from the Devour on creeps. That's 100. And the cooldown is every 40 seconds. Big team fight coming in. We do have the blink in from Doom, along with the Shiva's activated. And his Doom is still on cooldown. 15 seconds on cooldown. BKB pops, going to avoid the Ice Blast. Ember is going to get picked up. Big Ravage coming up. Ember is going to live on this. Looks like Skywrath has gone down, along with the Riki. So 1-for-1 exchange here, and this actually isn't going as well for the as the Radiant would like it to. However, Naga is going to come up here. Oh, DP, you are playing with fire. You're going to get chomped out. And she has been killed. So, in the end, 1-for-2 exchange going in favor of the Radiant. I mean, you would expect it. Everyone here is going to get earned back up, or at least Shadow Demon is going to get earned. No Shadow Demon. There it is. Boom. Boom. Doom now has Doom up, but he cannot fight this. If Doom goes in on this, he's dead. And it looks like Doom is going to... Do we have an Epi? Epi is up. We do have the Epi channeling coming out. Epi has been casted, however, he just got melted down. And along with the illusions, it looks like Naga is just going to finish. Naga does end up dying, though, but the GG is called. So it looks like 1-1 is the way this is going to end. NLBA bringing Game 2 back in order to tie up the series at 1-1, and I believe that is the last game. I may be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'll be back for game 3. However, NLBA versus RTK ended in 1-1 after 39 minutes. Star of that game was the Naga. Even though she only had 4 kills, the farm, the space she created, I feel like RTK lost their chance. Ember just got denied way too early. 0-6. Melted. Haha, Doom going 666. There's a sign, people. And that's about it. So that's going to do it, guys. There we go. First cast of an actual league game. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if there's anything that you guys think I should work on, or anything you'd like to see in my cast, minus the graphs, because I will fix that, let me know in the comments. Or don't. Later, guys.